Hi, my name is Jacob Walcock and ParentZone have asked me to make a short video all about how I use the Internet Legends at Penpole School down in Cornwall. ParentZone first got in touch after seeing a story we posted on Twitter all about how our pupils have enjoyed being Internet Legends so much they've decided to extend their learning and make their own Interland Islands. I'll tell you more about that project later, but I wanted to mention very quickly why we chose the scheme in the first place and how it's been so successful in our school. So we've been using the scheme of work for 2 years now, and we tend to deliver it as a half term each academic year. I think we decided to spend so many lessons focusing on being Internet Legends because these children are growing up into a world where the internet, technology and computers are going to be everywhere. Right now it's quite hard to escape the internet, but in 10 or 15 years' time, when they're out in the world looking for a job, it's going to be everywhere. So we need to equip these pupils to really feel confident and feel safe using all this technology. The scheme of work itself is divided into 5 distinct areas, all covering different elements of online safety and skills that children need to learn to navigate in a digital world. Now we've taken each of those 5 areas and done a week's lessons on each of them, and I've delivered that to the whole of Key Stage 2 in my setting. Each of the 5 areas come with really in-depth lesson plans, resources you can use on the projector or on the computers, and a really fun Interland game that the children just love playing. But more than that, it sparks a conversation. It opens up that room for discussion, and it creates a really open platform for the children to ask questions or have their worries, discussed with others in a way that perhaps they wouldn't normally feel confident to do. And by being a really fun, colourful, vibrant scheme of work, it makes online safety the cool thing to do, rather than just being this boring lesson. Initially, the children were really excited about playing the Interland game every lesson. But before long, the children soon realised that the actual content and the discussions of the lesson themselves were equally as interesting and quite often a lot more useful for the children. We discussed things from cyberbullying to credit card fraud to email hacking, just about anything you can imagine that children might be worried about. And using the resources that Google and ParentZone have provided, we were able to open up this platform and open up this discussion for everyone to get their voice heard. Children who perhaps would normally be quite shy and quiet put their hands up and ask questions that you wouldn't have expected. I think about these basic skills as being like learning to cross the road for the first time. You know you have to stop and look both ways before you can walk on to check there aren't cars coming. This basic fundamental knowledge is the same as being safe online. You just need to take a moment to pause and think, is this okay, before proceeding? One thing I've always found hard teaching e-safety is finding lessons that not only are targeted at the right age group, but are also interesting for the children. The scheme of work from Google and ParentZone is really perfect because it targets exactly the age group that I teach, which is upper Key Stage 2 and lower Key Stage 2. And the lessons are so involving and so inviting for the children that they just want to delve into that world of Interland. They want to meet the Internaughties, they want to meet the Fisher and the cyberbully, and they want to beat them. And that's a really powerful message. If you haven't yet found that perfect scheme of work for teaching e-safety, I would really suggest you have a look at the Be Internet Legends scheme from Google and ParentZone. It's colourful, it's inviting, it's friendly, it's child-friendly, but it's memorable. And the lessons they learn really do carry through with them. The amount of children who've come to me and said they want to be more kind to others because they've seen someone being mean. The amount of children who've come and said they've told their parents about getting a safe password so the hacker can't get into their accounts. The amount of children who've been extra careful opening messages in case there might be a scam in there somewhere. It's really powerful stuff, and it's really amazing to see them taking this on board and using it in their day-to-day lives. My favourite part of this whole project has been the children's desire to take their learning that one step further by trying to create their own 6th element for the Internet Legends scheme. My children still felt that there were more lessons that other children should learn about being online, and they took it upon themselves to build their own concept, their own poster, their own naughty characters, in order to try and show other children how they can be safe online. So my children designed posters like these, and the idea is that they can then add this to the Internet Legends scheme as that 6th island at the bottom of the poster. Some of the ideas shared by the children include knowing when to take a break from the screen. It includes looking after your mental health online. They included not living to get as many likes as you can on every picture. And the ideas that children came up with are really inspiring to think about. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend Be Internet Legends to you and your school. But what I would say is use it as that starting point. Take the lesson plans, adapt them yourself if you need to, and use it to open up that discussion. Your children will enjoy it, and they will learn a huge amount about being safe online. And that is so, so important.